The architecture that shouldn't exist. When you picture ancient Egypt, what do you see? Golden sand stretching endlessly, the sun blazing across the sky, and standing motionless beneath it all, massive stone giants that defy time and logic, the pyramids. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, is over 4,500 years old. It originally stood 481 feet tall and was the tallest man-made structure in the world for nearly 4,000 years. What makes this even more astonishing? It's composed of approximately 2.3 million limestone and granite blocks, each weighing between 2 to 80 tons. And yet, we're told it was built in just 20 years. That would mean placing a stone every 2.5 minutes, 24 hours a day, non-stop, without cranes, wheels, or steel tools. The base of the pyramid is a perfect square, aligned almost perfectly to true north, with an error of just 3/60th of a degree. How could ancient builders achieve this level of precision without modern instruments? No blueprints have ever been discovered. No records of its exact construction exist. And still, the pyramid stands flawless, enormous, and unexplained. Lost knowledge or forgotten science. So how do they do it? Mainstream archaeologists propose that large teams of skilled workers use copper tools, ropes, and primitive sleds to carve and transport the stones. Yet copper tools are too soft to cut granite, and there's little evidence of the tools or the methods used on that scale. Others suggest massive earthen ramps were built, but there's no physical trace of any such ramps, despite their supposed size. This leads many to wonder, was ancient Egypt more advanced than we believe? Did they possess a forgotten form of engineering? Could it be that knowledge was lost to history, knowledge that allowed them to accomplish feats modern builders still struggle to replicate? Even today, with all our technology, we would face extreme difficulty replicating the Great Pyramid with the same accuracy, material weight, and timeline. Which raises a chilling question. Were the ancient Egyptians alone in building these structures? The Orion Connection. Some believe the answer lies in the stars. The 3 pyramids at Giza are aligned in near-perfect precision with the 3 stars of Orion's belt. This isn't just a rough guess. It's a cosmic match, including offset spacing and orientation. In Egyptian mythology, Orion was associated with the god Osiris, the ruler of the afterlife. Could this celestial alignment have been intentional? A symbolic gateway to the stars? Some experts argue that such astronomical accuracy would have required deep knowledge of the cosmos, centuries before telescopes or star charts. And yet, the alignment is there. Just like the pyramid's uncanny alignment to the cardinal directions. Is this the work of extraordinary observation, or evidence of a higher knowledge, passed down from a source we've yet to understand? Theories beyond Earth. Eric von Daniken, author of Chariots of the Gods, introduced a theory that still divides people. What if extraterrestrial beings shared advanced knowledge with the ancient Egyptians? He pointed to the pyramid's engineering perfection, celestial connections, and unexplained energy dynamics as possible evidence. Even believers in ancient advanced civilizations, not necessarily aliens, argue that these structures reflect a technology or knowledge that was later lost. Deep inside the Great Pyramid, granite walls in the King's Chamber show strange horizontal cuts, marks similar to modern mechanical drilling. Granite is one of the hardest stones on Earth. Copper tools should not have left such marks. So how did they do it? Was there a machine we've never found? Or a technique we no longer understand? Whether alien or human, something about the pyramids doesn't match the tools of the time. Secrets hidden in stone. In 2017, scientists used a scanning technology called muon radiography to scan the Great Pyramid. The result? They found a massive hidden void above the Grand Gallery, completely unknown until now. No one has entered it. No one knows what's inside. The pyramid continues to guard its secrets, even from the most modern machines. Then there's the King's Chamber itself. It's dark, empty, undecorated. There are no inscriptions, no carvings, no painted walls. Nothing to suggest it was a royal tomb. And here's a startling fact. No mummies have ever been found in any of the Great Pyramids. Not one. We've always called them tombs. But what if they were never meant to bury anyone? What if their true purpose has nothing to do with death? Were the pyramids power plants? In his groundbreaking book, The Giza Power Plant, engineer Christopher Dunn offered a stunning theory. He believed the pyramid wasn't just a structure, it was a machine. The pyramid contains granite, which is rich in quartz. Quartz vibrates when placed under pressure, a principle used in modern electronics for energy generation. Beneath the Great Pyramid are underground water channels. When water flows, it creates vibration. Vibration can create energy. Dunn theorized that this energy was amplified inside the pyramid's geometric structure, possibly allowing for wireless power transmission. The interior of the king's chamber shows signs of heat damage. Even Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest scientific minds of all time, was fascinated by the pyramids. He believed they were connected to a form of wireless earth energy, and even used their shape in his own experiments. Could the Great Pyramid be a power plant, built by an ancient civilization with knowledge we no longer possess? Who built them, and when? Egyptologists agree that the pyramids were built by thousands of skilled workers, not slaves, over the course of several decades. They've discovered remnants of workers' villages, tools, and graffiti naming construction crews. But here's the problem. If this was a common construction process, where are the prototypes? The failed models? The learning curve? There are none. The Great Pyramid is the oldest of the three, and also the most precise. Shouldn't the biggest mistakes come first, not the greatest success? And then there's the Great Sphinx. Some geologists, like Dr. Robert Schoch, argue that the erosion on the Sphinx is consistent with heavy rainfall, not wind. That kind of rain hasn't fallen in Giza for over 9,000 years. If he's right, the Sphinx could predate Egyptian civilization itself. Could the same be true of the pyramids? Is it possible these structures were inherited and not entirely built by the Egyptians we know? That would mean our entire timeline of human history could be wrong by thousands of years. Puzzle that refuses to be solved. In the end, we are left with more questions than answers. How were the pyramids built with such precision? Why are they aligned with stars and cardinal points? What lies in the sealed chamber no one can reach? Why were no mummies ever found inside? And what kind of knowledge has been lost or hidden from the world? For centuries, the pyramids have stood tall and silent, but their silence is deafening. Because when you strip away the assumptions, what's left is something terrifyingly unknown. Maybe they were tombs. Maybe they were power generators. Maybe they were never meant for us to understand at all. But one thing is certain. As long as the pyramids stand, so does the greatest mystery of our ancient past.